Hello Flosstube, my name is Charlotte and I believe this is Flosstube number 18. Yeah, we'll go with that. Welcome to my channel. It's been about 6 weeks since I last uploaded a video. I did record one about 4 weeks ago. It was when we were having that really hot heat wave and I had to turn the fan off while I recorded, otherwise you wouldn't have been able to hear me. And through that whole video I was just getting more and more red and more sweaty. I do apologise. That was Lexi. As you can probably tell, and that's next door's dog. As you can probably tell, I'm not in my usual space. That is because I'm around my mother's puppy sitting for 2 weeks. And we're currently just under a week in. No, it's about 4 days actually. 4 days into 2 weeks of puppy sitting, and if you see that I keep looking up, it's because the dogs are on the sofa there. Excuse the spit. Can you see them? Oh, my tub of sweets that you're leaning on. So Lexi's the one sitting down and Izzy's the one that's just lazing on the sofa. So hopefully they'll come down and I can get a proper video of them at some point. So Lex, no, she's seen something outside. She's seen something outside. She's not interested in me at all. Nope. So, yes, 6 weeks. Lots happened. Not lots happened. So, life update. Obviously in the last video, Lexi had her drama with her teeth and I think her eye. So she had to have an operation to get rid of the tartar on her teeth, and there was a whole hoo-ha with that, not telling us that she had to have teeth pulled and trying to charge us and they didn't tell us. And if you want to know that, just look at my previous video. And I think there was she then got stung by an insect and her eye swelled up and started gunging, which was not pleasant. And that's now fine. She's fine, absolutely fine. Her eye's back to normal. But I sort of cursed myself in the video that I recorded that I haven't uploaded, that I will not upload. I sort of cursed myself. Dishwasher, sorry. I said, oh yeah, no, she hasn't needed to go back to the vets. Cursed myself. I jinxed myself. So I get a text from my mother last week. Just had to take Lexi to the vets. Her ear was bright red, inflamed, and was leaking earwax. Just took her to the vet. She's got an ear infection. So eardrops for a week. Then I took her on Monday to the vets just for the checkup on the ear. They said, yeah, it's a whole lot better. There's still a little bit of inflammation. So continue the eardrops for another week and bring her back next week. We'll see how she goes. So got an appointment for Monday for her ear, but I have to take her to see the nurse today because she needs her butt squeezed. That sounds... I am so sorry. I think there was a bird. let them go. Get on with it. Yes, butt squeezed. She needs to get her anal gland squeezed. Not sure why she needs to, but she needs to get it done every few months. So when it first started happening, the vet said try her on a high fibre sort of food. They recommended one to us, said this is the one with the highest fibre. She was already on that. Oh, okay. So then we were trying to get a little bit of extra fibre for her in her diet, so we were giving her like a Weetabix each morning, and it didn't help. So she's still on the high fibre food, but she needs to go back every 2 to 3 months to get the released. So got that later today. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that, because when I booked the appointment this morning, I completely forgot about Izzy. And Izzy can't be left alone because she has separation anxiety. So she can't be left alone. But she's a little pain in the butt. So I don't know. Oh, I'll have to take her with me. I'm fine with that. It's just she's such a pain in the butt. Lexi will completely ignore other dogs unless they come up to her. Izzy she's all bark. She will rah, 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 rah. Any other dog she will bark at. Oh, you do not like that, do you? No, you don't. No, you don't. Lexi, look at the camera. Now, Izzy, look at the camera. What's it? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at the cutie. Look at the cutie. This one's Izzy. This is the little pain in the butt. This is the little pain in the butt. Aren't you? You are the little pain in the butt. Come on. No. No. Just don't like that. She'll just bark, 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 bark at anything. Anything that moves, won't you? Yes, you will. So, they're only small dogs, but a bit of a handful. I'll have to take them both, and hopefully Izzy will behave herself. So, still got a bingo. Still haven't won. We had another stitching meet-up last night, which was so much fun. I really do like these meet-ups. And then Kim, KLT, has got her monthly one coming up this Saturday, 31st of August at Make over in Fratton. So anybody local, come on down. It's 11 till 2, I think. All the details will be on the KLT Facebook group. That kids are welcome. It's a really nice little cafe, and it's also got a charity shop linked with it, so really nice. And their food is lush. Let's see if I can get the other one. Yeah, there we go. Come here. So you've just seen Izzy, and then this is my Lexi. Yes. No, don't give me kisses. No, don't give me kisses. No, I don't want kisses. Look at the camera. There we go. You and your dodgy ear. Look at the camera. No, I don't want kisses. There we go. Oh, it's struck. squishies. This is my Lexi. No, no. Down them. Yeah. I don't know where the little one is. She's just up there. Anyway. Hopefully, no more interruptions. Meetup, yeah. So, charity meetup this week. And then another evening South Stitches meetup next Wednesday. And then the 2 weekly after that. So, regular set schedule. Should be good. Should be good. So. Speaking of stitching, let's get into whips, finishes and new starts. Right. Let's start with finishes, because I actually have a finish somewhere. Yeah. The plan was to get this finished before having a new start. It didn't really work out, but I have now finished it. And it is the Tribal Giraffe by KLT Charting. And here, I don't know if it's a he or a she, but here it is. Yay! All finished. It was really quick to stitch up and really easy. I just love the variegated thread and how that's come out. It looks so good on this fabric. This is 16 count hand dyed. I think it's Hyades by Chromatic Alchemy. I didn't do very well on the fabric because I got loads. Yeah, that is a whole lot of wasted fabric. A whole lot. So I'm hoping that when I fully finish it, which I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that yet, when I trim it down, I'll have some spare fabric up here that I could possibly do like a bookmark or something like that. I'll have some at the top and then at the bottom. So that was my one and only finish. Then my new start was for Natalie's 30th birthday. So she had her birthday at Make over in Fratton, where the KLT meetups happen. So we all went over there. It was about 15, 16 of us in total. Went over and just spent the whole day stitching, having a laugh, chatting. It was so much fun. And because Nat has finally finished her fantasy sale, she got to have a new start for her birthday. So she chose a tiger. And we all decided that we're all going to start doing tigers with her, or something stripy. So she started a tiger, I started a tiger, my sister Abby started a tiger, Jen started a tiger, Claire, Seaside Stitcher, she was working on her tabby cat that she'd already started. Louise was working on a soda stitch pattern that had presents with stripes on it. Jade did a tiger, a little mini tiger. She managed to finish it that day. I can't remember who else was working on tiger or stripes, but we started a hashtag stripey sow on Instagram. Should have that. I haven't made much progress on mine. It's from the Cats of the World in Cross Stitch, and it's this tiger that I'm working on, that I have started. No, it's the same picture. So that's the one I've started. I'm not particularly happy with the chart, mostly because I like black and white charts, and this is a colour chart. And I've worked with coloured charts before, so it wasn't something completely new, but there is a couple of colours that don't have a symbol. It's just a block of colour in this chart. So I don't think I can show you, but it's where it's just block colour. When I highlight over to say, yep, no, I've done that, you can't actually tell that I've highlighted it over. So we shall wait and see how I do with this, but this is my progress so far. It's hardly anything. And there we go. And my very scruffy fabric. So that's my start. Can you tell what it is yet? No. This is on 18 count vintage country mocha. I got this from so-and-so just before it closed. I think it was about 2 days before it closed. Very short notice. So that's that. My new start. Not much of one, but a new start anyway. It's just DMC threads. One of them is now discontinued, so I've had to swap it out for something else, but that's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Just pause. Thought I could hear Izzy in the garden barking, but she's just out there, so I don't know what that was. So my next whip is my chicken sow, and I have now fully finished the top 3 rows. And you can see the crease where I've had it in the R&R frame. So I've fully finished the top 3 rows, and I'm working on the borders going down, so there's still another 6 to go. This is all using DMC variegated or colorless thread picked by my other half. So I do the outline and I stitch the border. I'll then get all my threads, all my variegated threads out. So I'll lay all of these out on the bed, and I'll go, right, Daryl, pick a colour. And he'll go, right, I want that one. So then that's what I stitch. So it's nice that he's getting involved, which I quite like. So hoping he's going to go for a few less bold colours next, but we'll wait and see what happens. So the way it was released, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I don't know whether or not to stitch it like that or just work my way down and do the next line and then the final line. So I think the plan is to actually just get all the borders done and then work it out from there. So that. Oh, and you can still vaguely see it there when you can get you can't tell at all about the felt stain that I had. And this is stitched on 18 count hand dyed fabric by Chromatic Alchemy called Fruit Salad, and it was a Fabric of the Month Club. That's quite true. Yellows and pinks. So I don't know whether I am part of the Fabric of the Month Club anymore with her. We'll just wait and see what happens with that. So now on to the main project, which is possibly why you're tuning in. I don't know. I don't know if it's whether or not you like my progress or it's my pretty face. Maleficent. Am I working on Maleficent? Mini Evil Queen. Well, it says Mini Maleficent, but it's actually called Mini Evil Queen. Heaven and Earth Designs. If you've seen on Instagram, you will have seen my progress already on this, but I have a page finish. I've taken her off the frame so you can see her in all her glory. There we go. So you can actually see what she looks like now. God for that. So her face was just confetti hell. Confetti hell. I think because the first page finished up here, so only had half her face, and then that it had, after I did the block in the middle, there was I think 20 stitches left to do her face and 18 different colours. So it was do one, change over, do one, change over, do two, change over, do one, change over. It was a nightmare. It took me, I think, about 4 hours to do, no, 3 hours to do 100 stitches on confetti hell, because her face is just confetti and her hand was just confetti, and there's a little bit down here that was just like confetti as well. It looks quite impressive. So I've now started doing the next page, which is the final page on this row. And then I will I'll be going down here, and I have one full page going down and then another little partial at the bottom. I am still about 5,000 stitches behind where I need to be. I was hoping to catch up this week because I'm not at work this week. I've only managed to stitch. Tuesday I managed to do about 500 stitches, and then last night at the meetup I did about 300. So I'm getting a bit done, but nowhere near enough that I need to get it done by the end of the year. I'm not going to give up. I'm still going to work hard and try and get this done. But this is going to be my main priority for the rest of the year. So you'll probably not see much progress on anything else. It will just be Maleficent, Maleficent, Maleficent. So the next few videos up to the end of the year will probably be quite short, because they'll mostly be Maleficent. Although saying that, I brought a new chart. No, I've brought a few new charts, but my main new chart was the Balrog by 8. It's charted by Thread Geeks, and it's Anne Stokes. It's an Anne Stokes design. Now, I don't know if I've told you this before, but I actually have this, or something similar. I have the standard version of this in a kit in my stash that I really wanted to start, and I've had it for ages. But then she did a large version of the chart, which is this one. And I was comparing the two, and although the normal one has a lot of detail and it's really, really nice, I wanted more detail, because in this, I don't know if you can see in the mouth, there's this white bit there, and it doesn't really stand out. It's like merged in, whereas in the normal version it's just like a block of white, and it doesn't, I don't know what the word is, it's not merge, but I can't remember. It's just stuck there, and float. It's like float. I just can't. I'll stop this video. I'll finish recording. I'll be like, that's that word. But it's the same up here. It's just like, it was just like a block of white, and it stood out, and it didn't like merge in. So I decided that I would get that chart and stitch that one instead of the normal version. Contrast. It was too harsh of a contrast. Is it blend? It didn't blend. It was just, it would be red and then suddenly there would just be the white. It was red and then suddenly white. Whereas this one, it's blended. That's the word I was looking for. Blended. I think. They're asleep. Blended. Yeah. So, that's my progress, that's my whips, my new starts, and my finishes. I don't have my haul with me because I'm obviously not at home. I do have a little bit with me because I picked it up last night from Kim when we had the meetup. And I'm so effing excited because she started doing her hand-dyed fabric again, and I'm so happy that she's started doing them again. So happy. She's not doing a Fabric of the Month club, which I was a little bit disappointed with, but she has decided that she's now doing like a special edition, limited edition each month. So she'll release that, and if you want it, you buy it, but there's no like club for it. So sort is similar to Fabric of the Month, but there's no club for it. So, my stuff. So, you've probably seen all of these before because I would have had these in my stash. But I did buy, I brought Jen's Dreams. This one was Smoky Rose, but it was a misdyed, too pink, not enough grey. So it is very pink, but there's still quite a bit of greys in there. Oh, sorry. You probably saw Jen's Dream is plain 16 count Ada. Smoky Rose is 18 count sparkly Ada. So, yeah, it is quite pink, but there is still a little bit grey in there. Although it looks white at the moment. So. Then, of course, my favourite that Kim did, which was Dragon's Egg. I mean, just look at that colour. And then this one was a special request that I asked because I don't have, or I didn't have any hand-dyed green in stock, or in my stash. So, or I did, no, I do, but it's already reserved for different projects. So I just wanted a piece of green in my stash to have. And this is Seascape, which was originally a limited edition Fabric of the Month. And she did it before, but I just love it so much. And just look at that colour. Greens and the blues. Yeah, that's it. Everything else is at mine. Although, if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that I got a nice haul at the charity shop last weekend. And it all came to under £30, but I managed to get a complete unopened Bothy Threads kit for £5. I got 2 Mystic Stitch hard copy charts, £5 each. One of them is discontinued. Autumn Bloom is actually discontinued now from what I can see on the website. The other one, Sunset Sail, I believe is still available. I've got that. I managed to get 2 lavender and lace charts. One of them is The Bride, and the other one I think was Fairy something. One of them was £1, the other one was £2.50. You can't get a lavender and lace chart for £1 anywhere else, so I was like, yeah, having them. We got a few threads, some magazines. I got this bag, cross stitcher bag. That was £1.50. Yeah, £1.50 for that. I got this tin from a cross stitcher. That was £1. It's brand new, it's never been used, and it's got the magnet up there for your needles. And then I got this cross stitcher chart magnifier. It's got a line in the middle so you can actually check. You know where you are on the chart. That was £2, but I currently don't need this because my eyesight's not that bad. My eyesight's actually pretty good. So I don't need this yet, but I know that potentially at some point my eyesight might get worse. So it's handy just to have, or if there's a chart that's just too small. Got that. Oh yeah, the thread that I got. That's a nice, it's quite a big bag, to be honest, to carry around with you. I did have this nice little pouch bag that I got from Craft Covers Creations, and it's got a little dragon charm at the top on the zip. It's perfect just to have, just store your scissors in and that. I have a few pairs of scissors. I normally put them in a project and have it around with the project, but because I have a set one for Maleficent. I have a set pair of scissors for Maleficent. Which is this pair with my Team KLT charting, Team KLT on it. It's got a little giraffe. So I have that, and I keep that in my little bag. But as you can see, the chart is absolutely mangled, and the threads keep getting tangled up with the scissors. So I've now got this, so I can have my scissors in there, so it's not ruining the threads, it's not ruining the charts in here. I got my thread bin, again from Craft Covers Creations. This one is just for Maleficent, so all those orts in there are just from Maleficent. It's a nice colour. So that's all in there. That's me done. Ooh. I've got nothing else to show you, unfortunately, unless you count. I have kitted up a new project, but obviously where I need to get Maleficent done, I haven't started it. But I have kitted up, or mostly kitted up, the latest Stitch Along. This is the first year that I am sort of participating in, because I've got the fabric and I've gridded it myself and I've got the threads. It's just I need to start it. This isn't all of them because there's actually like 80 threads in this. So that's 25 of them, and then I've got some more in there. So that's currently kitted up, waiting to start. I am in Team Stitching Sassenachs, which is the Outlander themed group team. It goes well with my Jamie needle minder. So yeah, I don't know whether or not I am going to start that or not. There has been many rumours because the first two sections have been released now, and everyone believes it's in the group. Spoilers, if you don't want to know about it, then skip ahead or just stop watching now. But everyone believes it's the Golden Girls. Now the ones that I've previously watched, I know Lolly from Lollipop Stitches has done it for a few years now, and everyone in the groups are like, oh, you think it's one thing and then right at the last minute it's like a curveball. So it may potentially be the Golden Girls, but may not be. So we're just waiting and see what will happen with this. So I've saved part 1 and 2. I've got it all kitted up in my Bags Plus bag, and we'll just wait and see. But potentially not gonna start it anytime soon. My group, Cross Stitch Sales. This month's theme was any past KLT charting sal, so that worked quite well because that's what the chicken sal was, so that's mostly that. I can't remember what next month's is. I think it's a repeat of any previous sal in my group that you may want to redo or that you haven't yet finished. So I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that one. Or it's a rotation of the previous sales, if you've got multiple ones that you want to finish or redo. Yeah, I don't really do magical stitches anymore. I'm mostly doing the Stitchy quest to destroy the one ring, but where I'm obviously trying to get Maleficent done, I'm trying to get as many of the quests to match Maleficent as I can, and if not, then I just can't do it. While doing that, I normally watch Netflix or Flosstube, obviously. But recently, I've started watching past WWE pay-per-views because we pay for the WWE network each month. I think it's like £9 a month, and you get to watch the pay-per-views and past pay-per-views. They've now updated the app, so it's got every single past pay-per-view on there that you can watch. So I am now binge watching all the past pay-per-views from 1996, the start of 96, because that's when the people that I like have started that. So Undertaker's there, which I love. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, those sort of people. We've watched all of 96 and all of 97 so far. There's probably there's a pay-per-view a month mostly, so you're looking at 12 pay-per-views in a year. Most of them they average between 2 and 3 hours long, so some of the matches I skip because I'm not really interested, but most of the time we watch it all. And I've seen the rise of Stone Cold when he came in as just Steve Austin, and now he's Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's giving everybody the finger and he's swearing. We have just seen Owen Hart actually break Stone Cold's neck, and I got a little bit upset, obviously. I knew Stone Cold broke his neck. I knew that he wrestled after with said broken neck, but it was mostly because I said, oh, I can't believe Owen Hart broke Stone Cold's neck. So I know it was an accident, it wasn't a botched move, it was just something that happened. Oh, I turned to Darren and went, I don't like Owen Hart anymore. And he went, oh, that's good. I went, oh, why is that? Oh, he's dead. Oh, thinking, oh dear. I feel bad now, obviously, because he died. And I said, oh, didn't he die recently? And he said, no, he died in 99. I went, oh. I'm currently on 98 now, so I get to see that. And I was just like, oh, he must have died young then. How did he die? And Daryl said he died in the ring. What do you mean he died in the ring? Thinking that, like, he did a move and, like, really damaged himself. You know, his entrance, he climbed up to the top of the stadium and was on a catwalk above the ring, and he was going to abseil down from the catwalk into the ring, and as he got off the catwalk with his harness and that, the rope snapped and he dropped 80 meters down to his death, live on TV on I think it was Raw, because I don't think it was a pay-per-view. I think it was like the Monday Night Raw. Oh, back then it was Raw. Raw is War. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, since then, all videos of it have been deleted and you can't find a video of this, which is, why would you? It's just morbid. You wouldn't want to see that. Nah. There has been, Daryl said that he died, like, some people say that he died instantly, other people said that he tried to get up, he fell down, and then, you know, it's very morbid, and I do apologise. But then, obviously, I felt very, very bad, not only because, one, he died, because of the weight of his death. So now I really like Owen Hart, even though he did cripple Stone Cold. Yeah, this happened like 20 years ago, so it's not exactly like I can go back and change history. It's 20 years ago, it's history, it's past. It still makes you sad. Because I've not seen any of this. Because I started watching it in... when was it? 2013, I think, is when I started watching it. So it was about 6 years ago that I started watching the WWE. I think it was longer than that. I don't know. Maybe it was 12. So I've not watched it since back then, 20 years ago. So I'm now watching this all new, and I just need to remember that it is 20 years old. It's not current. And still, you get into it. I'm watching this new for the first time, and Daryl said that he's actually quite jealous that I get to experience this for the first time, because he's watched it since, I think, 97. So he watched all of this as it happened. So for him, it's just history, it's nostalgia. But he said that he liked seeing my reaction to it all, because it's new to me. So I would, if you like the wrestling and you like WWE, I would recommend getting the WWE Network to watch the pay-per-views, the upcoming ones and the previous ones. But speaking of pay-per-views, this weekend is the AEW All Elite Wrestling next pay-per-view, All Out, which I'm very looking forward to. Although now Jon Moxley's he's now out injured. So I'm a little bit upset with that, but, you know, injury. I think he's got a staph infection. So it's not even, you know, wrestling related. So we've paid for that. Sorry, there's a fly, and Izzy loves chasing flies. So I can just see her jumping down right on top of me, chasing this fly. Fly watch! Anyway, sorry. Yeah, the next pay-per-view is this weekend, All Out. Highly recommend it. It's a little bit extreme. because obviously where Lolly from Lollipop Stitches watches WWE, loves WWE, and now loves AEW, she said that the first pay-per-view they did, which I didn't watch, was very much like the Attitude Era of the WWE. Now, I didn't watch that. I'm about to enter the Attitude Era watching the pay-per-views. So, the last pay-per-view that we watched for AEW, the non-charity one, so the one, maybe the one before that, was a little bit extreme, which I wasn't actually expecting. There was barbed wire on a table, thumbtacks, and numerous other dangerous implements were used in a match. And I was sat there with my mouth open, gobsmacked, going, oh my effing god, what the hell? Oh my god, he's just been put through a table with barbed wire. Oh my god, this is... I hope he's okay, but this is epic. So... Anyway. Now you've heard me... Oh, my nose. I've got itchy nose. I never get itchy nose, and I've got itchy nose. Now you've heard me rambling on about the wrestling and the dogs and all that. I think... Oh my god. Sorry. Anyway. I think that's me. Done. I will actually go now because this is like 51 minutes long. Both dogs. Oh, Lexi's asleep in her bed and Izzy's fly watching. So, I should probably actually get ready because Lexi's got her vets soon to get her butt squeezed. So, I will love you and leave you. Thank you all for watching. If you've watched this far along, thank you so much. If you're new to my channel, thank you for subscribing. And I will see you next time. Bye.